Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Content Creators Cricket Draft for the second year now of this tournament. And what an exciting draft we have! We have so many players that have signed up for this year, which is mega exciting. Last year, one of my absolute favourite days of the year. I'm sure all the captains agree with me and those doing the picking tonight. Georgie Heath, I am hosting for you tonight from a service station somewhere along the A2, coming back from an England Lions game. So, lucky you get me, my car, and the general public somewhere between Kent and Clapham. So lucky all of you. But good luck to everyone in the draft tonight. And would those who are selecting their teams like to please introduce themselves? Regina, do you want to go first?
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. I am the captain of Cricket District. Unfortunately, Toby and Jack had some other things to do. They're making some cool content for us, so they were unable to do the draft. So they've actually given the captaincy to me, which has been great. And yeah, I do some content on the side of trying to go to uni at the moment. But yeah, just trying to ensure that we can empower women in the game. So yeah, make sure you follow Regina Sunday if you haven't.
That's what we love to hear. Content creators, captain, introduce yourself.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm looking forward to a better year this year. I think we might have finished fifth in a 4-horse race at Woodall Spa in 2024. So I've been working incredibly hard with the list of players that have got their names forward. There's such a crazy list of people, which is so cool to see. So many people making content, and the space is so different to when I kind of feel like it started maybe 6-7 years ago. So fair play to all of you. Yeah, good luck. Hopefully you get involved. If not, it'd be great to see you there. And good luck to you guys as well, picking your teams.
Serious Cricket, you're next.
Oh, you're very kind. So, Rich from Sirius, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I am flying solo this year. All I do is review bats and hit balls and just try and coach a few people. And somehow I've got to select a side. So, looking forward to it. Can't wait for it. Be good fun, I'm sure.
And last but not least, Cricket Casuals.
Hello, guys. Yeah, demoted to vice captain this year, unfortunately, after the debacle of the indoor one. But no, reigning champions. I'm excited to see where we go and where the other teams go as well. But I think we have to say a couple of thank yous before we get going. Obviously, the guys who were involved last year, it's the second year of the event. It has grown from 40, 50 of us at Woodall Spa last year to getting to Derbyshire, which is absolutely mega. We've had over 400 people applied to take part, which is just crazy numbers. Obviously, the guys at Sirius for sponsoring it as well, being the main sponsorship. So we've got 3 kits from them, as well as some stumps and some balls. So that's amazing. We've got Tom from Derbyshire who reached out for us and obviously helped us secure the ground for this year. And obviously, everybody who's engaged in the content and has got on board with the Content Creators Cup and the Cricket Casuals, it's just been massive and really great to see. But excited to see who gets picked. I think we're all ready.
Yeah, and I think what I just want to say before we go through the picking is that even if you're not picked, you are more than welcome to come along to the day. It was honestly, I didn't play last year, and actually, I just had the best day, meeting great people, getting involved. The dog came along. You can bring your dog. I'm going to bring my dog because I only get invites to places if I do bring my dog. I am his +1. So come along, bring your dog, and it's actually a really good day out, even if you're not playing. Come along, have a net, have a hit, bring your camera, bring your mum, bring your nan, whoever you want to bring. It's a great day out. So I think even if you don't get selected today, don't take that as a personal thing. Don't take the hit, or just take the hit and go with it. Come along, bring your bat, have fun, and have a good day out. So we'll hopefully, even if you're not selected, we'll see you there anyway. And there's going to be so much more going on than just a bit of cricket. It's all a good fun day, drinks, food, all that kind of situation too. So let's get into the draft. And just the last thing on this. So the few rules on this, there's already been a few attentions that have been going out across socials already. So I want the captains, when you go for your first pick, just tell us who your retentions are already, and then say, right, so I'm going to make my first pick today. And remember, we've got to have at least 2 female players and at least 3 under 18s in the squad of 15. So that's just this. That's basically the only rule, isn't it? Other than don't be a dick. So, so we do have an order that's going to go through. So for round 1, first pick goes to content creators. So tell us who you've retained from last year and who your first pick is.
Well, that's my reward, isn't it, for being so bad last year that we get the first pick for 2025. So, yeah, the retentions for the Creators 11, I couldn't look any further than Can You Cricket at the top of the order. Got an absolute beauty, didn't he, down at Woodall Spa last year. So he's going to come back. He's going to be in good form. Boom Boom as well. Hey, those roof tiles at Derbyshire, they are in trouble. I've gone for Subtle Extravagant as well. And, of course, the greatest Romanian cricketer of all time, I think would probably be a fair kind of title and assessment there. But Pavel Florin is back in yellow, and I can't be happier. I'm really happy with the 5, including myself. Obviously, I'm part of that, so that's nice. But first pick for me, I've gone a little bit exotic. I've gone someone that made their debut in the Indoor Cup as well over the winter, bit of Sri Lanka, bit of Chaminda Vas, a bit of Mahela Jayawardene, and I've gone for the comeback cricketer as my number 1 pick for 2025 draft. All-round talent, and I need that.
Very nice. I don't think there's any other team in the world. I could probably bet my very small car on it that there's probably not a lot of other teams in the world that have the greatest Romanian cricketer, or they claim to be, and a Sri Lankan cricketer in their side together. So that's really exciting. I like this multicultural vibe coming in from you. So that's your first pick of the day. So up next, Cricket District, you get second pick.
All right then. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's talk about our retentions first. So of course we have the legendary Jack Meacher and Toby Marriott, of course, which are going to be, I think, we're kind of going to go for the co-captain vibe, which should be interesting. We've also signed someone all the way from Paris. That is the Parisian cricketer, which would be good to have him on the stage again, display his keeping skills. And then we've also chosen a bat expert, a specialist, should we say, Mohammed Butt. He has come from MRB cricket. We're delighted to have him back, just in case a little mishap happens with a cricket bat. You know, he's there, he's ready, and he's on the scene. But also going to try and redeem himself and walk if he does get out again. We've also gone for Tim Lee Breton, half of Dealt With Cricket, which we're excited to have a couple of laughs as well as a team. Our first pick, this is a very awkward one, however, I think is someone who has really showcased their talent, has made a couple enemies previously, unfortunately, on previous teams. However, that being said, has a lot of love for their previous team and their previous teammates. And that is, of course, Regina Sidaze, which is myself. So that has been Cricket District's first pick. I hope you guys aren't too disappointed, but yeah, I'm delighted to be playing for Cricket District. Of course, I will miss Cricket Casuals, but yeah, let's allay the district.
So just to clarify, you have just selected yourself. Here we go. All good. You are pick one for yourself. This is good. I like this. You know what? Back yourself. If you don't back yourself, you're never sure who else will. And I like this.
I have
and
to
also, then you're just gonna start. You could start collecting shirts. You're on to shirt number 2 now.
There you go. What can I say? What can I say?
And maybe you can win with another team this year. Who knows? Right. So the team that you just abandoned to select yourself to go and play for another side. Christ. Serious cricket. You get the next selection, and you also going to talk us through your retentions.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to pick myself. Unlike somebody else who's picking themselves for a different team. We won't talk about that. Is that in the rules? Is that allowed? I've got to question it. Anyway, so my first retention pick was Tina Goff, who, I can't believe it, in the indoor game, actually flew in, I think it was that day or the day before, from Germany, and then flew back and then goes and plays football. I mean, just incredible. So she got straight in. We've got the club cricket badger keeping wicket and pestering people, so I apologise for all batters. Munners is going to join us, Will Munford. He played very well last year outdoors. I felt I had to pick him again. So it's good to get the band back together. We've got Rizwan Siddiqui, who played in both outdoor and indoor, was a key, integral part of our side, and in the split of the indoor was the fielding captain. So he's my second captain, really. I seem to have lots of vice captains. So my new pick. Apparently not, no, especially when I'm useless. I think that helps. So my new pick is who actually, ironically, he lives about 5 minutes up the road from me. So hopefully he'll give me a lift now.
It's one of those, he knows where I live, so I have had to select him moments.
Maybe. Sorry. So I saw him today. He's the wicket-keeping coach. He is, if you're any good at wicket-keeping, he's a very good coach. He's outstanding, very interesting. Dan's had sessions with him. I don't know whether it improved Dan's keeping.
Didn't make it worse, Hinders.
Fair enough. So it's Josh Chevier, the wicket-keeping coach. He's my next
Fabulous,
pick.
thank you. And I realised I made a mistake. It's actually the next team that Regina mercilessly abandoned to select herself for another side. I don't know whose shirt she's wearing. She's already stolen a Cricket District shirt from somewhere. So pick 4 goes to Cricket Casual. So tell us your retentions and who's abandoned you and who your first pick is.
Awful, isn't it? Getting the big dogs to message me in the week telling we're picking Regina. Didn't have much of a choice. We do have to start with a quick apology. The retention for content creators was cricket is simple and not subtle, extravagant. So that's just, it's live, it happens. But our retentions are obviously myself, vice captain. What else is going to be? Obviously, Mutz is captain this year, My Side Cricket. He should be in the comments answering any questions you've got. Shockingly, we've also retained Cricket Umpire 86, part of the Cricket Casuals, and Backyard Batter, who's had a rebrand from last year. I think he's moved on from Feed Buddy Batter, so make sure you go and follow Backyard Batter. And we have got our overseas pick in, who is an absolute gun batter, gun bowler, really helped us win the competition last year, and that is Yash Bala. So, yeah, those are our retentions. Feeling pretty confident. Our first pick is going to be someone who wasn't involved last year, but I think we can all agree they have blown up in the content creation space this year. Been really good to see. I think they've just come back from India as well, and that is going to be Mark Wood, not that one, but the one from Backyard Cricket UK.
Very exciting. So not that one, not the one you think. You won't be riding a fake pony around.
No, we've got the better one. We've got the better Mark Wood.
Oh, okay, right. Well, you're setting the bar high. Well, because of that, lucky you, we're on to round 2, and actually, you get first pick on round 2. So who's next?
Do we? Excellent. How's that happened? It's almost like we're organising the competition, isn't it? This is going to follow the same suit as kind of one of our retention picks. We discussed what really helped us win the cup last year, and it was basically having gun all-rounders. And I think people who are big fans of cricket content will agree with us that he's one of probably the most destructive batters and an absolute pace merchant with the ball. And that is Tom Robinson, TJR Cricket. He's coming back in, still a casual for the second year. Hopefully we pick up the Content Creators Cup again.
Marvellous. Right. Next up, we have content creators. Who's your second pick?
I have to say, I'm delighted. I'm pleased you picked Tom. I think I would have had Tom if that had floated down to the second pick. I agree with everything you've just said. I think he's a quality cricketer. I've gone for a quality cricketer, but I've gone for youth here. I've gone for one of the most upcoming cricketers, I reckon, in the space altogether. Had an incredible winter in Dubai, an incredible winter in India. He's played for Cricket District. He's going to look great in yellow on his way to playing professional cricket for Lancashire. I'm going Jackson Bentley as my number 2 pick for the cricket content creators.
Yeah, great choice. Great choice. Get the youth on your side, and then, you've secured yourself tickets for the future. Love that. I like his thinking as well. And an absolute star. He was a legend last year. So next up, Regina, Cricket District. Who's the second pick?
All right. Well, unfortunately, Dan has actually stolen who I was looking for my first pick. However, I think that's
did you?
Oh well, God! If I could pick myself again, I would. But unfortunately, if I had a twin. But jokes aside, Jackson's a really talented cricketer. But we've also actually gone down a wicket-keeping route, as we thought we could have a second keeper, someone who's actually done really, really well in the space. I'm a personal fan of his content, so excited to see him in blue, hopefully this year. And we have gone for Joe Keeps. I think he'll be a great addition to Cricket District 11, and we're excited to see what he's going to do for us.
You know what? keeping is so much harder than people give it credit for. So kudos to all those keepers out there and the keeping coaches, because not for me, far too much squatting up and down all day long. So second pick now for serious cricket. Who are you going for?
Well, I've already got 2 keepers, so I'm not going down the keeping route, which is a tough one. So I'm going to go. So I work with a young lady called Rachel King, and she says straight away, I have no choice. I have to pick this young lady. I'm going for Amy Gordon. If I don't, I genuinely can't go to work on Monday without her hitting me or chucking balls at me. So thankfully, I've survived. Thank you.
Well, there you go. No one has to get hit now. That's cool. We don't have to fill out any waivers. So that's what I like to hear. Amy Gordon, great addition, absolute superstar and real pro. So I love that you've gone for Amy. And actually, lucky you, we're on to round 3 already. You get first pick this time around serious cricket.
Now that's serious, because now I have to be studying and try and figure out what I'm actually doing. So last year we had a young man that came to play for us. He ran around, he fielded, he batted early doors.
Sounds very cricket to me.
It was sensational, and he was really good. And I feel like we're going to reward him, and with a little pat on the badge, and maybe a raise of the cap and the helmet to say, Fred Shakespeare, please come and join us again.
Fantastic choice. Really good choice. Side note, I just want to know, will the defending champions be having stars on their jerseys? Just thinking about this. The pat on the badge, I was thinking, are we going World Cup stars, Aidan?
You've almost read my mind there, because we have got to design our kit very, very soon. And I was definitely thinking of whacking a star on there. So, yeah, we will go for it.
Let's all know if the defending champion should have a star. I think yes. And what I say goes. So I think you should get a star, because I'm in charge from my car. Anyway, so cricket casuals, it is actually background to you again for your round 3 pick.
Well, listening to everyone else pick, they have. I do have the famous clipboard of the people we wanted, and a lot of people have disappeared already. So that's great. Looking at the people we have selected, we definitely need to start picking some female cricketers and some under-18s to fill our obligations. We are going to go for an under-18 first, who played last year. He wasn't in the main squad. He was a reserve, and unfortunately someone dropped out, but he travelled all the way to Woodall Spa. He got his chance, and he ended up being one of our better players. I think he won fielder of the tournament or fielder of the final. His content has been doing really well recently. He's also just a top lad, and that is Brian Muddleage.
Love that. Great choice. And also, just being a top lad puts you so much higher on my list. As I said, the one rule, other than the rules of having to have the under-18s and the females, don't be a dick. So, AKA, be a top lad or lass or whatever you fancy. Whatever are your pronouns. We are all inclusive. Yeah, so that is your third pick. We are on third pick, aren't we? Yes. So next up, content creators. Who picked through for you?
Yeah, so I'm going to go for a bit of leg spin, a bit of class for the third pick of my 11. I'm going to pick up Laura Ann Bailey. She was a bit busy last year celebrating the arrival of her first child. So it would be fantastic to get her involved in the Content Cup in 2025. And again, another quality cricketer to add to what is already looking like a quality cricket team.
Yeah, that's a really good choice. And also she comes with a baby in tow, which just adds to the whole image, doesn't it? You know, you get so many brands on board if you've got a baby to bring one along. You know, just pick one up, carry it. I take my dog everywhere. She takes her baby. It's basically the same thing. So that is your third pick. And who is pick 3 for Cricket District?
All right. Well, we have gone for someone who is a very talented videographer, also rather good at cricket, based down kind of where we are based. Young person as well. We've gone for Tom Haynes.
Interesting.
The Tom Haynes.
Not the Sussex Tom Haynes. It's Tom Haynes with a Y. But we think he can add a lot of value to us. Cricket District has worked with him before, actually on more videography projects, but I think it would be great to work with him on the field as well.
Interesting. So the Hayne train is joining Cricket District. Very exciting. And off the back of that, Cricket District, you're up first in round 4. Who's your round 4 pick?
Oh my goodness. Okay. We're now going to go for a bit of youth, as of course we've got a couple older people on our squad. Unfortunately, I have to call myself old now. So
Pipe
we
down. Pipe down. We're having none of that. Thank you very much. For anyone we had a preamble before this. The rest of us have just moaned about our ailments. Regina, I will have none of you talking about being old while my left hip clicks every time I walk.
Yeah, well, I just missed out on the under 18 range, so what can I say? But we have gone for a young talent who is currently actually the fan, should we say the fan of the West Indies. We are going to go for Kingston Burrows. Again, he's played for the Cricket District 11 again. He's been absolutely brilliant, so we'd love to have him back in the squad.
Fabulous. A bit of West Indian flair. That's what we love. A bit of the Caribbean. I want to see some good celebrations. And that's a really exciting pick to you. So pick 4 for serious cricket. Who are you going for?
Oh, I'm thinking.
That's always worrying.
Yeah, I know it is, and I'm struggling, to be honest. Once I start, that's it. All the cogs are going. So I'm going again for somebody that was with us last year, and I played really well for us. Played in both competitions, indoor and out. So I feel like Charlie Francis can come and join us.
Great addition. Really good choice. I like that one from you. Right, next up, Cricket Casuals. Who is your round 4 pick?
Okay, our round 4. I'm still struggling because, as I said in the other round, a lot of the names we wanted are going. So my plans have gone out the window. I was up until about 1 o'clock this morning deciding who we're going to pick. We're going to go back to some gun cricketers, and I believe he's a semi-pro cricketer in Ireland. I might be mistaken. I do know he's just a gun cricketer. He is building cricket jobs at the minute, which is a great platform for people who like to get involved in the industry, and that is Jared Wilson.
Fantastic choice. I love everything he is doing with cricket jobs, and actually, if you guys haven't checked them out, please do, because you realize there are so many more opportunities in cricket than just playing, coaching, talking about it, talking shit about it like I do all day long. So go and have a look. Give Jared a follow because he's doing great things. So that's round 4 pick for the Cricket Casuals and round 4 pick for content creators. Dan, who is your round 4 pick?
Yeah, number 4 for me. I'm going youth again here, you know. What I'm doing here is I'm building a dynasty or a dynasty, depending on what side of the Atlantic you're on. And I'm thinking future years for when I'm old and retired and I can sit up in the top deck of whatever pavilion we are and I can talk about the good old days and the fact the pitches were uncovered. I'm going to have built this team of players I'm still going to be able to watch when I get to that age. So 4th pick in the 4th round for me, I'm going to go for Finley Spinks.
Very good. I really like that you're going down this youth route, because then also when there's 2 of them out in the middle, they can easily turn those 1s into 2s, and that's good thinking. And then you put them in the positions out in the field, they do the running. Happy days. And it saves all of us old people with our picky hips. And actually, you also get first pick in round 5.
I do. You know, it's really nice when it works that way, because that means you guarantee yourself that player that you wanted to get at some point in the draft, which is nice, isn't it? And I'm going to nick this player. They didn't play in the outdoor one last year, but they played in the indoor one, and they played for serious cricket. So sorry, Hinders, if they're on your list already. But I feel like Can You Cricket needs a bit of home comfort with that South African vibe. So for the first pick in the 5th round, if I've got those numbers right, I'm going to go for Mark Laithwaite of Wicketers.
Love that one. South African flair like that. Can we have Bryce at Derbyshire? Who knows?
We can now. We can in our team.
Well, you can in your team, and that's what we like to hear. The multicultural side of the content creators is going to be quite something. I'm really excited to hear the sort of mashup of accents and different cultures coming into there. And I like it. I like it. We've got Romanian, we've got South African, bit of everything. Right, so round 5 pick. Next up, Cricket District, Regina. Regina has left building.
I'm so sorry. I was muted. I apologize.
Okay, we all lived through those COVID times. You haven't turned yourself into a cat yet, so we're okay.
I'm so sorry. Well, we are actually picking someone whose brother has already been picked, actually. You might see him all over your TikTok For You page as well as your Instagram reels. I know I definitely do. And that is James Wood.
Fabulous. There you go. So we've got a Mark Wood, a James Wood. What would you do? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? All those kind of things. chuck them all in there. I'm sure we can sledge that somehow. And I'm looking forward to hearing that from behind the stump from our plethora of wicket keepers we seem to have going around. So round 5, pick 4. No, pick 3. We're on to. Sorry, serious cricket. You're next.
Okay, first of all, I hate Dan. I had Mark on my list. I really hate you, and I'm probably going to hate you again later on, but I'll just get it in there now. So on behalf of those that are stealing players who've played for other people, I think I might be joining the list. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go for a young man that he's nice. He's quite close to us down in Hampshire. Bowls a little bit of off spin. And I believe his name is William East.
Wonderful, love that. I like that you've gone for a lot of close to home. You know, I feel like there's a sort of he knows where I live. I'll pick him, and then he won't put dog poo through my letterbox or something like that, or just do the full Billy Madison burning dog poo on the doorstep. A lot of people who are far too young to know what I'm talking about, so I just sound like I'm talking rubbish, and that's okay because that's what I do for a living. So up next, cricket casuals, you have the 4th pick of round 5.
Beautiful. Does that mean I'm young? I'm only 3 years younger than you, and I have no idea what you're on about.
You haven't watched enough Adam Sandler films, obviously.
Excellent. Again, it just seems to be everyone's nicking the players that we want, but we definitely need to get a female player in. There's going to be an up of the cap from last year, so you have to have 1 last year. It is now going to be 2 because there's so many great female content creators out there. We thought we needed to get that representation in there. We are going for somebody who has decided to learn leg spin recently, over the last year. And I know a couple of you have seen the WhatsApp. This has nothing to do with it, but I'm hoping to get that 3/4 zip Yorkshire hoodie. It is going to be Charlotte Ashton.
Very exciting. I like that. A fresh leggy, and she's a good egg. So we love a good egg. Bring her in. Bring in the gals. Up the leg spin. Something that's far beyond me. And the good news for you, because you had last pick on that one, you get the first pick. We're already on to round 6. So we're halfway through now. So keep those fingers crossed, anyone who hasn't yet been selected. And remember, if you aren't, it will still be a great day out. I'm getting some very strange looks from the man charging his Tesla just opposite me. But that's okay, because this is probably a very strange situation for him to be watching. So you get the first pick of round 6, Aidan.
You never know. He might have entered the draft. He could just be trying to see what's going on. We never know.
He's a tennis fan. He's wearing an Australian Open cap.
Definitely not then. Watch a proper sport. Anyway, we are going to go and steal a player from last year. And I feel quite mischievous about this because he was very, very handy with the ball. I'm hoping that he's added a couple of extra inches onto his height because he was taller than me last year, and he is under 18. I mean, I'm only 5'8.5", so it's not hard. But we are going to go for Joe Faulkner, taking him from the Content Creators 11.
Interesting. So we are stealing players, and I really rate that. Well, Content Creators, you're up next. What do you have in response to that?
I mean, Joe's a quality cricketer. Didn't he take like 3 wickets and 3 balls or something against you guys in that semi-final? I can understand why you wanted him, because you wouldn't want that to repeat.
You can't beat them, make them join you.
Exactly. I'm going to continue with this. But actually, I'm going to add an Australian to my side.
Ooh.
I met him actually. I spent some time with him in New Jersey earlier this year. He's just been in India with the IPL. He's always back and forth from Australia. He told me that he's coming over to the UK this summer. So Jake, if you're listening, you better get on that plane and come over to the UK this summer, because you're going to play at Derbyshire in yellow, and I'm picking Jake G. Kings.
Very exciting. Dan is gone all over the world here. Dan is securing himself a holiday home in every country around the world now.
There's a bigger picture here.
This is clever. This is a good big picture. I rate this from you. So Cricket District, Regina, team in blue, who are you adding?
We are going for someone who's very well known actually in cricket England. Very funny guy, actually a comedian. Someone that you may have worked with, Georgie Adden, I'm not too sure actually, but he's featured on our channels quite a few times. And that is the Atif Nawaz.
What a fantastic choice. What a fantastic choice. Yes, another very good egg. just good eggs all around. I think maybe it's something about the content creation. It's just about cricket. Fabulous people. Here's a fabulous human. He'll be very excited to be joining the team in blue, I'm sure. I will drop him a message after this. And so, serious cricket, you get pick 4 of round 6. Who are you adding? You okay down there, Aidan? Just sit off. It's not that stressful. It's okay.
I'm relaxed now. I'm feeling pretty confident about my side.
I know you've lined up the trophy behind you, but I am quite surprised you're not drinking out of it.
Maybe later, maybe afterwards.
Ah, and that's the lovely of you opening your second can, isn't it?
Might be.
Yeah, well, anyway, enough about that. Serious cricket. You've got pick 4 of round 6. Who are you going for?
Okay, so we are. Well, we're looking for another spinner because we've just got another. We've got shed loads of them anyway. Hopefully he can cook, but if he can't, his name's Charlie Cook, and he's with us. And it's a lovely little bowler who bowled well for us outdoors last year. Looking forward to him coming back into our group again this time round.
Very exciting. Maybe he can cook, maybe he can't.
I'll have to ask him.
There's been a few good players with the surname Cook that have played for England over the years. So
Yeah.
you never know, maybe it runs in the family.
Got a chance.
It's a name thing, you know. Anyway, so you actually get first pick of round 7 now. So you go back to back.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with some Hope. Not Shy Hope, but Simon Hope.
They say it's the hope that kills you. That's a problem.
Oh, no, don't say that. I've just picked him. Oh, I can't go back on that. Oh, no. Oh, delete. Simon Hope. There is no hope. Oh, well.
There is, because there's a Simon. So Simon Hope joining serious cricket. Right, up next, cricket casuals. Who are you adding?
We are going to go back to more gun cricketers. I think we're building an elite squad here. So no point you guys turning up, to be honest. This could be 2 from 2. We are going to go for, and I believe he also uses B3 cricket. So, I mean, that's not a part of it. It's just all good players use B3. But it is Uzi Arith from Masterclass Cricket.
Wonderful, great addition. I like you keeping it in the B3 family there. Rate that. You families have got to stick together. So yeah, in addition to the defending champions. So that's a lot of pressure. You're joining the team in green this year. Talking of teams in green, we go back to the team in yellow. So content creators. Who's next? Cricket creators.
Is it me again? This is where it gets tricky, because this is where it feels like I start kind of upsetting people, and I don't really like doing that, because you're kind of running out of spaces for everybody, which is a shame. But I'm going to go for a bit of Cornwall in my side.
Lovely.
And similar, I was trying to nick Rich's joke here, and it's not Rakeem, but it is actually Brice Lamassieur, if that's the pronunciation correctly there, which I might have done an absolute stinker for.
That sounds like a very common name.
It does, doesn't it? All over TikTok, bowls some pretty good seam up stuff, and I think he's had a nice little net with TJR, so maybe that's a nice little matchup that we can kind of link back up again with. So yeah, in the team.
Very nice. Bring the pasties. Happy days. No one for Cornish pasties. Just me. That's fine. Whatever. Cricket. Moving swiftly on from Cornish pasties. Cricket district. Who is your pick number 7?
We are going for someone a little bit local, actually a massive help, should we say, on the day of the Content Creators Cup last year. Asima, I've actually played cricket with him personally. I think he's going to be a really good addition to our opening lineup. We're going to go for Dilshan De Silva. He showed all his photography skills last year, but let's see what he can do on the pitch for us this year.
I'm sorry, but what a mashup of names. Can we just say, like, were his parents just really big cricket fans? Like, let's just name
huge. His dad is an umpire. His mum plays cricket. His brother is a very talented cricketer too. So I'm hoping that whole cricket spirit is going to absolutely show it's all at Derbyshire, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh God, I hope his whole family are all named after cricketers. I mean, the dogs in my family are all named after cricketers, so I might just start naming my kids, all those kids that I'm popping out after cricketers too. So the good news, you get first pick in round 8 too.
Oh, how brilliant. We're actually going to go for someone who is a youngster, a young female herself.
Not me then.
Georgie, I've got so much love for you. You're very young in my heart always.
Thank you.
But a young a young upcoming cricketer, to me actually holds a lot of value, as her journey has been absolutely incredible. Her parents are incredible, and she herself, I think, has so much talent, is definitely going to be a big player in the future. Seeing her progression is amazing. So we are going to pick Mila Cricket, and that is Mila Morris. And I'm so excited to see her play at a county ground, have a bit of fun, and enjoy herself.
Oh, what an absolute gun of a pick. Superstar, legend of the game, and one of those that I'm going to befriend now, because then when she's playing superstar cricket and I'm old and even creakier, I can just go along and watch and just be decrepit in the corner. Great pick. Love that, Regina. And I love the development of talking about girls of the future. So she's an under 18 and a female. So tick, tick. Love that. Right, next up, serious cricket. Who's your round 8 pick?
Oh, I'm going to go a little bit left field. So I've played with this particular person when they were at one club, and then I moved, and then they joined me at the next club. So he's one of the Bowlers Union, and his name is Chris Wright.
Very nice. The price is right. Love that. So keeping it close to home, people you know, and actually you know who loves you because he followed you to another club. That is loyalty.
Got nothing to do with that at all. He was going that way. I was doing this.
Yeah. That's what we all say.
No,
Hold up in the court of law.
okay.
But you get him anyway. We'll let you have him.
Thank you.
Who's your round 8 pick?
Round out again. My plans have absolutely been torn up because Dan's decided to take Reese from me. He will be coming to the home of cricket in Devon to Babacombe to have a net and do some content hopefully soon. But Devon over Cornwall every day. But we need to finish our female picks. So we're going to finish and we're going to get our second one in. And this is someone, and I'm sure everyone can agree, was a massive part of the first edition of the Content Creators Cup, coming along, bringing the absolute vibes, the energy. And Dan, I don't want to give you any nightmares, mate, but she did get you out at the Indoor Content Creators Cup, and that is Bella Hopcraft.
Great addition, superstar human, and just an all-round good egg. We love it. We love a bit of Bella, a great human, and that's a good steal. I love that one from you. So that's your 2 females for your side. And the good news for you, we're up to round 9 already, team. So we are coming towards the back end here. So round 9, first pick goes to Content Creators. Oh no, we're not on to round 9 yet. Ignore me. You didn't get a round 8 pick, Dan. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's been a very,
That's
very
all
long
right.
day. I just had to watch India A batters score runs galore.
We can forgive you. We can forgive you.
Well, you get 2 in a row now. So
yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm quite happy. I'm quite comfortable with that. Well, I made a bit of a faux pas at the start by name dropping this player as one of my retentions, in which I was kind of quickly reminded that I got that wrong, and I apologise. So I do apologise, Cash. But you are still playing. You are still in the team. You had that incredible catch off Pavel, which then, for some crazy reason, got picked up by the Punjab Kings, which is genuinely quite mind blowing. So you're still in yellow. I hope you kept the kit.
happy days. Love that. When you get first pick, we are on to round 9 now. I was just at Just House, the biggest one. You get first pick round 9.
This is where as I say, this is where you start kind of running the risk of just upsetting people. And I don't want to do that.
Just remember, everyone, have you got your girls and your under 18s?
It's a good point. It is a good point. I am going to go for, and I think, I've started to see quite a lot of this content, which has been quite funny, actually. And I think it's incredibly relatable. But I'm going to go for Liv Bithell, or Bithell, I think is the pronunciation. Liv's lifestyle, I think. Get in the team. I think you can make some great content around the side, get out there in the middle as well. And plus as well, I think we see a lot of stuff from behind the scenes. We want to see some stuff in the middle.
There we go. Time to shine in the middle. It's not just about being on the sidelines. Right, round 9, your pick, Cricket District.
We are actually going to go for someone who has done something pretty cool for us. Let's start off by saying, if you are a follower of Neon Cricket, he designed the retro sticker, which I think is one of the coolest stickers out there. He is an incredibly talented human being. And when we do our kit launch, he has something up his sleeve for that. So I'm sure you're all going to be excited to see that. We are picking Tom Smith.
Tom Smith. Now, it does just sound like you've made up a name. But we'll
I promise I haven't. I promise I have not. But
well, I'm very excited to see what that kit has to hold. And also, I'm just expecting a kit from all of these teams, by the way. And throughout the day, I'm just gonna, strip and change, and maybe not strip on public, but who knows? Anyway, moving on from me stripping. That's for a different. That's for a different night. That's the Olympians, between the Olympics and OnlyFans. Anyway, moving on. Series cricket. Who's your round 9 pick?
I'm not even going to talk after that. I'm
Please
still.
do.
I'm mentally disturbed. So I'm going to go for a
Very nice.
Okay, just being honest. I'm just going to go with a young fella that he basically just says to himself, what's he on about? And that's his podcast, and his name is Charlie Harven.
Lovely. What is he on about?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him. It's a little bit of cricket, possibly.
I mean, that would be my first guess.
I'd hope so.
But you never know in this game. Right, cricket casuals. Who's your round 9 pick?
I believe we need another under 18 player to finish our 3 under 18s. Remember, starting 11s must include 2 females, 2 under 18s, but in the squad you can have 3 under 18s. He played for us last year. Someone might have to remind me of the figures, but he had a hell of a day out. And very similar to Brian, I believe he was a reserve, came along on the day, just, didn't expect to get a game of cricket, but due to dropouts, ended up being an integral part of the casual side. And that is Mayank Mahesh.
Very exciting. I like that. And we love someone who's just will throw themselves in at the last minute. That's what you want. The commitment, last minute throwing yourself in. Just the exuberance, the excitement. Well, talking of exuberance and excitement, we are on to the round 10, our final picks. So I hope you've all still got someone in mind. First up, in round 10, cricket casuals, who is going to complete your squad to try and defend that title?
Okay. Fairly important last pick. Where are we going to go?
Huge.
I'm not going to lie, your little anecdote a couple of seconds ago has thrown me off massively, Georgie. So, yeah.
I won't be stripping, just say.
Yeah, well, anyway, I hope the youngsters have gone to bed. But we are going to go for, again, top bloke. Like we have discussed, you need to be a top bloke. Good vibes on the day. Also, can deliver some cricket bats to our players to hopefully hit some big sixes at Derbyshire. We're again stealing from another team. I believe we're stealing from District. And that is going to be Sam Brandon, who is the man behind Buffalo Cricket.
Great choice. And I know there's a few of the players around who will be using Buffalo bats. I believe Laura Bailey is a Buffalo bat gal. And I think maybe the boys dealt with are Buffalo boys. Who knows?
They are indeed.
Buffalo boys, it sounds a bit weird. Anyway. Right, so that is your complete side. That will go up on socials. Congratulations to everyone joining the defending champions. We've got some big shoes to fill and the title to try and defend. So, content creators, Dan, who is the final addition to your squad?
Yeah, well, I think I still need 1 under 18 cricketer, so that kind of limits my options a little bit. So again, if you've not made it, I do apologise. It's honestly, this is horrible. But I'm picking the youngster with, I reckon, probably the coolest first name in cricket at the moment. I'm going to go for Massimo Phillips to round out my squad of 15. So again, a change of jersey, I think, from the indoor side. But hey, get over, wear yellow, get stuck in.
Love that. We hear that all the time. Get over, wear yellow, stuck in. It's a mantra.
You put it on a t-shirt. The merch price sells itself.
There'll be someone in this chat somewhere who could print it on a t-shirt. I don't know if you'll be getting it as a tattoo just yet, but you never know. Maybe if you win. So that is the Content Creators 11 completed. Very exciting. Dan, I hope you're happy with your side. Right, 2 more teams still to be completed. Now, Regina, it's over to you to complete the cricket district side. Who will be donning the light blue?
Oh my goodness, this has been so cool. I also like to just say really, really quickly, I have a lot of friends in this industry. I have a lot of love for everyone, I promise, and that's personal when it comes to this stuff. So you guys are all incredible cricketers, and I really hope to see so many people on the day. Just saying that because, of course, this is the last pick, and I don't really want to break anyone's hearts. But unfortunately, for my squad, I have not actually picked my third under 18. So I'm going to go for an under 18. Someone who has joined, who actually has two counterparts who've already been picked in the draft. So we have to get him in as well. Wasn't involved in last year, but excited to see him here this year. And that is Rupert Hallows.
Very exciting. A youngster to add to the group. The youngsters to blood, indoctrinate, whatever you fancy. And just welcome to the family at Cricket District. So that's a very exciting pick. So congrats on completing your side. And the last one, the very last pick of the evening. Serious Cricket is down to you to complete your side.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to follow, I think, at least two other teams who have gone with somebody who produces and makes kit as a manufacturer. So I'm going to go for a bit of Rockall and Rob Nicklin.
Oh, a great choice. A very nice human and some really nice stuff. I like that. So that is our final pick of the night. Very exciting. How are you all feeling about your squads? Can you all sum it up in one word? Let's start with you, Regina.
I have like 50 million. You are someone that speaks a lot for a living, so this is difficult. I'd say
Oh, Regina's speechless, so we'll go with that. Regina is speechless. That's how good she feels about this. Dan, sum up your team in one word.
I'm really excited. Honestly, I am. I'm really excited. I think I've got some quality cricketers involved. I've got pretty much all of the players that I wanted as well, which is even better. I've got pretty much all of the players that I thought I was going to get, which is exciting. I had to make a couple of little kind of adjustments towards the end there, but yeah, I'm thrilled to bits, and I'm looking forward to getting everybody up at Derby.
Hinders, how's your squad looking?
Fun.
Oh, love that. Everyone
Yeah.
loves the team.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting together and meeting up with everybody again. It was a really good day last time. It was a brilliant day indoors and outdoors. I think it's going to be great fun. Hopefully we do well. Hopefully we get ourselves together and have a reasonable first game. And if hopefully we can have a second game, that'd be lovely. But if not, it's just lovely to be taking part. And you know I don't mean that. You know I don't.
Isn't it just? And there's definitely some people getting very excited in the chat, and I'm just excited to be part of the day as a whole. Aiden, the man, the myth, the legend, the man behind it. How are you feeling about your squad? I know you're not captain, but that's okay. Not everyone has to be captain. The vice captain's way more fun anyway, isn't it?
Oh yeah, correct. You can be in the bar enjoying it while the captain worries about his batting order. And I genuinely think Mutz is going to struggle picking starting 11 out of our 15 because we've got some very, very good cricketers in there. I'm quietly confident. It's a good job I'm scoring runs at the minute. If anyone wants to check out the Devon Cricket League. Anyway, but no, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who applied. Like Georgie said at the beginning, obviously, we'd like to see everyone there on the day. Tickets will be free. I think everyone can kind of attest to the vibes that were happening last year. It is just a big kind of family day out. But yeah, we have got, it's not the end as well. We have got 5 more players to pick for reserves because as we found out last year, it's a long wait until the actual cup. So there could be injuries. Don't know what's going on with Georgie and some balloons. But anyway, that's thrown me. But yeah, we
to make a team, and I've made balloons appear, and I wasn't sure if I was hallucinating them or not.
I've moved on to Thatcher's now, and that has thrown me completely. But yeah, we have got 5 more places up for grabs. One of those will definitely be a female cricketer. One will definitely be an under 18. As I was saying, we found out last year injuries happen. Family circumstances happen on the day. They might not be able to turn up. So those reserves, you will be getting a free shirt. You will be invited into the change room, stuff like that. You could be running drinks, have a little bit of a spell on the field as well if there's an injury on the day. But we'll be in contact with everyone who's been picked and those reserves, and also the off-the-field roles like umpires, scorers, photographers, videographers. So yeah, tickets will hopefully be released at the start of June. They are going to be free. They're going to be on the Derbyshire County Cricket Club channel. So make sure you go and follow them and look out for those.
very exciting. Well, I'm going to cross my fingers I make the reserves, but who knows? I'll bring the dog anyway. So if I get to play, someone gets to look after Tuffers. And actually, that is the best job of the day. If someone wants to sign up to be Tuffers' little minder, if you don't know who Tuffers is, he's my dog. We're not bringing Phil Tufnell along for the day, although that would be great vibes, but be kind of weird if I was then offering up someone to be his minder. So a bit strange. If I can steal my mum's dog too, we'll have Morkel in tow. So if you want a Ridgeback and a little sausage dog to keep you company for the day, or you just want to come along, please do. And I'm going to be involved doing some of the media stuff, maybe bits of hosting and commentary. And if there's anyone who wants to get involved doing that bit of it as well, maybe I get to try out my new bat if I get to play. But otherwise, come join me doing some media things with a microphone. And everyone just remember to share, like, subscribe, all those kind of things to everyone's channels, because there's a lot of people out there trying really hard, doing a lot of cool stuff. And, you know, thanks for all being involved, because this has been awesome. That man has charged his Tesla. He's gone off with his Australian Open. That was very quick. Well done, Elon. If you want to sponsor us, that would be great. Oh, that would also be really rogue. Anyway, it's been great to be here with you all again. I'm actually so buzzing for the second season of this. I was gutted that I missed the indoor one at the back end of last year, but I was too busy trying to top up my tan and find an Australian boyfriend, which I failed at one part of that. And by the color of my skin, you can probably tell which part I failed at. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in, and I look forward to meeting you all, seeing you all. And those teams are looking tip top. They will all go up on social soon. Congrats to everyone who's been selected. And remember, if you haven't, it's still an amazing day to be part of. You can still come along, play cricket, get involved, and it's going to be absolutely banging. We're playing at a county ground this year. I mean, come on. We loved Woodall Spa, don't get me wrong, but this is mega. So see you all soon. Is it the weekend? Have a fabulous weekend. I'm going to get out of this service station because it's a bit weird now. Have a great weekend. See you all soon. And anyone playing this weekend, go well.